Hi everybody, this is the second video assignment, and what we've asked you to do in your written assignment is to write out some of the steps that you would need to think about and then to demonstrate in order to help somebody get started with this behavior. There is a challenge when you have an animal that already knows the behavior, because they tend to want to jump through some of the steps to get to the finished product, but oftentimes that's what you have. Your demo dog can demonstrate. So they've already got the thing you're trying to teach. Good. So we'll look at breaking it down a little bit just to show your class. My first step for the chin rest is showing proper hand placement. I want my hand to be out fairly flat. Okay? And I want it to be in a place where it's going to be easy for my dog to reach my hand. If my hand's up here, that's not going to be possible or comfortable for Star to do. She could do it, but she'd have to jump up. And also, often with the chin rest, if your hand's too low, they think that you want their paw. So getting the proper height, good, is important. And many times, if you are standing, for example, you're up too high, even when you put your hand down. Good. If you're on the floor, you might be too low and they might try to lay down rather than touch your hand. So thinking about where am I presenting my hand, that's one of the first steps. And how am I presenting it? It needs to be a stable, steady target. Good. Second step, which of course Star already knows, but we'll go back to here, is how do I start? How does somebody whose dog does not know this begin a chin rest? And my recommendation is just put your hand there a few times. So rather than waiting for the dog to do it, you show them, good, put your hand in position, okay, mark and reinforce. Good. So I didn't ask her to come to me there. I'm putting my hand under her chin. Good. And then I'm marking and reinforcing it, which leads to the third step. When do you mark the behavior? You mark while you're still touching the dog. Okay. Good. Then you move your hand away. The biggest mistake that people make here, the biggest problem they have is they do it and then they go, good. What have I reinforced there? I've reinforced my hand going away, not being in contact with my hand. Good. So I mark, then I move my hand and get the cookie. Okay. So that's a little bit about when to mark and how to reinforce. So how do I get from that to my dog offering to put the chin in my hand? I start by moving my hand close but not quite touching. Good. Usually if I put it about an inch below my dog's muzzle, good. My dog's just going to move their head down a little bit and touch. Then I can mark that and reinforce it. So I'm not actually taking her muzzle anymore. I'm good, giving her the opportunity to put her muzzle in my hand. Okay, I think that's good for this lesson.